Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, playing some Domination on Dome. And before I start this commentary, I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Turkey Day, Happy Gobble Day. Today's Thanksgiving, and this is the day where you should be thankful and grateful for your family, the food, and your life. So don't take anything for granted. And I'm just saying Happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully everyone has a nice day. But today, like I said, I'm playing some Domination on Dome, and it's another MOAB or MOAB, m.o.a.b. I'm not exactly sure how you say it. Whenever I say it one way, everyone else says this is how you're supposed to say it. But some people say m.o.a.b, some people say m.o.a.b, m.o.a.b. I think it's m.o.a.b. I'm pretty sure it's m.o.a.b because I hear most people say m.o.a.b, so I'm gonna call it m.o.a.b. But I do get a m.o.a.b in this gameplay, and I'm using the MP7 as well as the FMG9 akimbos. And I use these akimbos so often in this gameplay. It's pretty much like a primary weapon to me. These things are super powerful, super powerful. I mean, these are probably my favorite secondary guns in the game. I guarantee they're probably gonna nerf them sometime soon because a lot more people are starting to use them and they're pretty overpowered, especially if you have steady aim on. But I mainly use these in the gameplay to get my m.o.a.b, and I am also using the specialist strike package where you get the perks instead of the kill streaks. And I think this is my favorite strike package because when I get all the perks, I feel like a freaking super soldier. I feel like a tank diesel. Nothing can stop me. All the perks, you feel super powerful, and you're pretty much a walking tank or a running tank, I guess. But I definitely think the specialist strike package is my favorite strike package. And when I think my perks before I get any perks is when I first start off, I have marathon, hardline, and steady aim, and then my first unlocked specialist perk is sleight of hand, then scavenger, and then assassin. I'd say sleight of hand's first necessary because you can cap a flag in domination and get a perk. You don't have to get a kill. You do any objective type, like capping flags or planting the bomb, anything like that. You get points and it counts for your kill streak. So you get sleight of hand, you get your first perk. So I like sleight of hand first. Sleight of hand is pretty necessary because with these akimbos you want to reload really fast as well as with any other weapon. And then my next perk I have is scavenger, and by the time I get scavenger I'll start to need ammo, and then I just refuel by picking up their little blue packages, as homo as it sounds. So I say scavenger is probably the next necessary perk. And then assassin, once you start getting a few kill streak, like a little kill streak with your weapons, people will start getting suspicious and probably start calling on UAVs to find you. So assassin definitely helps out, and you will not be seen on UAVs or heartbeat or anything like that. But yeah, in this gameplay I was playing with some of my friends, and when I first started off I wasn't expecting anything special. I was just going around not expecting to get a m.o.a.b, and once I started getting a lot of kills, I started to try to go for the m.o.a.b, and it was super awesome because my mindset when I first joined this game wasn't go for the m.o.a.b. From my other gameplay, where I got it with a Type 95, before I started that game, I told my friends that I was going for it, but this game I wasn't going for it. I was just having fun trying to get kills, as many kills as fast as possible. And just like always in Domination, I tend to get the most kills in here, as well as I play Demolition sometimes. I used to play Demolition a lot more in Black Ops, as well as Modern Warfare 2, but for some reason I don't really play Demolition as much in here. But you definitely get a lot of kills in Domination. Kill confirmed, you get a decent amount of kills, not as many. But I say you probably get more points in. You get more points in kill confirmed because you're getting the dog tags as well as getting kills. So every dog tag you pick up is 50 points, and every kill is 50 points. So you get like a lot of points for grabbing them. And especially if you're playing Ground War, it's super insane. But you guys can definitely tell how many kills I'm getting with these FMG9 akimbos. You can see how powerful they are. I'm just spraying down kids from like pretty far away, like right here. They're pretty far away, and they still are super accurate, super deadly. So if you guys did not try these akimbos out yet, definitely try them out before they patch them, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna patch these things. They're super overpowered, and people are starting to complain about them. But I might as well give you guys some tips for going for m.o.a.b or mother of all bombs. In my last m.o.a.b gameplay, I gave you guys some tips. But if you guys didn't see that, I'll tell you guys some more tips to help you out and to get that mother of all bombs. When you first want to do, like I said before, is always have a good team. You want to have some good teammates who are relatively decent at the game, because if you don't have good teammates, you most likely will not do too well. Because it seems like randoms, if you just join a game by yourself, your teammates your randoms are always so terrible, and this is my case. I always have terrible teammates who can't even manage to get a freaking UAV. So always be sure to play with some good friends that know what they're doing. Also, use the special strike package. I mean, you can use the other strike packages, but this is definitely the best one because in Modern Warfare 3, the kill streaks do not stack to get the MOAB. They do stack to get other kill streaks, but not for the MOAB. So you have to get 25 gun kills, and if you're using Hardline or a special strike package, you have to get 24 kill streaks because Hardline requires one less kill. So 24 kills with only guns. So definitely Specialist is the best strike package to choose. And you can make sure you throw on Assassin, and if you not have Assassin on first, make sure you at least choose Assassin for one of the Specialist strike package kill streaks. And it actually doesn't really matter with Specialist because in the end you will have them all, but I would definitely recommend using Assassin because you do not want to be spotted on UAV, because since Modern Warfare 3 is relatively new, a lot of kids use UAVs and advanced UAVs, and since it's also in the support, they can keep dying, but they'll still get those UAVs even if they're dying. So make sure you have Assassin on. You do not want to be seen on those heartbeats, no nothing UAVs, nothing like that. And also have Scavenger on, because if you're going for the MOAB, you do not want to run out of ammo, especially if you're trying really hard not to die and you're trying to play pretty tactical. You want to have enough ammo, so make sure you throw on Scavenger. It's super helpful, picking up more ammo, and as well as Dead Silence. I throw on Dead Silence when I'm trying hard with my, I guess, like Type 95 class. That's my tryhard class because it's a pretty powerful weapon. It's great for long distances, and here I get the MOAB. Here I was like freaking out, telling my friends I got it, and I believe I called it in a little bit, but yeah, make sure you throw on Dead Silence because you do not want to hear your footsteps. If you're using a headset like a Turtle Beach headset or whatever, Triton, whatever headset you're using, you want to make sure you don't hear your footsteps. You want to hear the enemy footsteps. So sometimes if you don't have it on, you'll get distracted by your own footsteps. So make sure you have Dead Silence on. It's very helpful. And you do unlock it pretty late, so I'd recommend using one of your prestige tokens to buy that that perk. For you guys that didn't know, every time you prestige, you obviously get prestige tokens where you can buy double XP, double weapon XP, you can buy titles, emblems, custom classes, and you can also buy gear. So say if you want to keep a weapon through your whole prestige, you can go ahead and spend one of those prestige tokens on a weapon, on a perk. So it's super helpful. Say if I want to have the MSR, which is the last sniper rifle, I want to have that sniper through all my prestiges as soon as I prestige, you go ahead and just spend it on that, and you'll have it through all the levels, which is super helpful. I believe I bought the MSR, the MP7, as well as the Type 95. I understand that the Type 95 isn't that high of a level gun, but I want to make sure I have that when I first start because it's a great gun to have, and it's probably my favorite primary or least favorite assault rifle. But some other good tips is to kind of relax. You don't want to be getting so mad, because whenever I tend to get mad and start raging and pissing off, that's when I seem to do worse and worse, and it kind of progresses after that. Once you get mad, you keep getting more mad, you keep raging because you keep dying, you keep rushing, you keep dying, and you get more pissed off, and then you rage quit, and then you're pissed. But you want to make sure you're relaxed. You wanna play smart. You don't want to rush in there. I always say to play smart, which some of my friends think is pretty stupid when I say that, but if you play smart, if you actually play tactical and do not rush in like a tired or run through the middle, you'll do great. If you go around the edges of the map, playing very tactical, making sure that no enemies know where you are, because if you're rushing through the middle of the map, if you're just going straight down, guns blazing, spraying in the sky, you'll most likely get killed. So you want to try to play tactical as possible. And it's pretty funny that in this gameplay, I was kind of rushing around like a tired. This wasn't like I said, this game wasn't meant for a MOAB. I wasn't trying to go for it, but I was starting to build up my kill streak. And then once I realized I had about 20 kills and I need a few more kills, I started trying to get those last few kills. But you definitely want to play relaxed. I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing in this gameplay, is just rushing around, because you'll most likely not get it. I'm pretty surprised that I still got the MOAB in this gameplay since I was rushing around so much, but you definitely want to go around the edges of the map, possibly add a silencer to your weapon to even help you out more, to be more stealthy, I guess you could say. And what else can I say? For another good tip, the weapon you decide to use is also pretty crucial to your MOAB accomplishment, I guess you could say. So you want to be sure to use a weapon that you like, that you're best with. Don't use a weapon that you see other people use just because they're doing good with it. In this case, since I'm doing good with these akimbos, I wouldn't just say use them because I got it with them. I mean, you guys can try them out and see if you're good with them, but if you're not good with them, do not keep trying to use that gun just because someone else got a MOAB with it. try to use the gun you're the best with, or you feel most comfortable with. Like I said, I feel most comfortable with the Type 95, as well as these Akimbos. It takes a little bit to get used to the guns, and once you get used to that weapon, you'll be super effective at using it in any situation, and you'll know how to react to certain things. If you're still not sure what weapon you're like best with, I'd recommend just going through all the weapons, going through assault rifles, all the SMGs, and try using them. And whatever gun you do the best with, I'd recommend using that weapon, because once you adapt and learn how to use that weapon most effectively, you'll do the best with it. And like I said, just make sure you don't use weapons that other people use just because they're doing good with it. But this gameplay is almost wrapping up. Like I said, I didn't say this yet, but I actually go 72-12. It's not the best score, but it's a pretty great score, especially for the fact that I wasn't expecting to get the MOAB in this gameplay. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more MOAB gameplays, please say so below. Again, guys, hope you have a very thankful Thanksgiving. Be sure to say grace. Be sure to not take anything for granted, because some people have it worse than you do. I'm not trying to put more on the story, but that's what Thanksgiving is all about, is thankful for everything you have, your family, food, friends, your life. But like I said, guys, hope you enjoyed. Please like the video if you enjoyed, because it really helps me out a lot. It shows your support, and it definitely makes me happy to see likes and that you guys enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, signing out. Peace.